friends, welcome to Processing Clean's YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to use array functions in Excel so that you can save you a lot of times when you use these formulas. So I'm going to talk about four basic formulas here: the unique and filter, XLOOKUP and random function, so that you can see how it works. So I've just prepared sample datasets in order to get the workout. So without further ado, let's get started. So the unique function, if you see over here, like A and B column, I just put some random data to this A and B columns, the months and the total, something came out of mine. So on months, so basically if we take the unique values out of months, so if you see over here, we can see that duplicate values are here, right? So in order to get the unique values, we can just type the unique function. So if we select this array, so we can simply see that we are getting the unique months. So if you observe that we can also get the distinct months. So what is the difference between the unique and distinct? Let's see. So if we type the unique function, there is, if you can see over here, we can see that three parameters are there. So we can, the first one is the array that we need to give for the function. So if we just type it, close it and hit enter, that will give us the same data as I got here. So if we observe that there is two other parameters. So by column in the sense, if we take the entire column as the true, then it will return the unique columns. So if we need to return the unique rows, then we can select as false. So we can just simply go to false because we need to select the unique rows out of it. And the other parameter tells us whether true or false. The true in the sense a return item that appear exactly once. So this is where the listing comes in place. So if we select the true, so if you observe here, we are getting only March and June. If we see this list, so the March and June appears only exactly once. That's why we are getting the distinct. So when we are applying the unique function, we are getting the distinct March and June because we have only the March and June appears only once. That's why we are getting only the March and June here. If you need to count the unique months out of this array, so we can do it like this. So the count A for the counting all the values. So we can just apply unique function over here. And for this selecting array, so we can get the unique months exactly like this. So this is how the unique function works. Alright guys, let's move on to the filter function. So this is very amazing function which is very useful when it comes to Excel. If you are a super user in Excel, like you can utilize this function for many cases. I'm pretty sure that you can save you a lot of time. So in this example also, that I get some random data to show the examples. First of all, that I'm going to get the unique agent names over here, so that I can show you how to apply the data validation filter. So I'm going to get the unique agent names, and I'm also going to get the unique months to here. Alright, so here we go. So we can see that unique months are here. So in here, like I'm going to get apply the data validation. So I'm just going to go to the data validation section, and I'm going to pick the list and select the unique agents and click OK. And similarly for the months as well, I'm going to go to the data validation tab, and I'm going to select the list. I'm selecting the data sources like this. Okay, so alright. So if you see over here, like I can now select the data out of the list. So now the real magic comes in. So what the filter function works. So let's see how the filter. So this is really amazing, guys. So if you see the filter function, there are three parameters. So the number one is array. So entire array, I need to get the entire array. So I'm going to select the entire array out of this sample datasets. And there's a function, there's a parameter called include, which is none other than the array that we want to get filter out. So say for example, I'm selecting this sales agent data array. So and include what we need to include. So I need to include only the Claire agent name Claire. So the third parameter is the optional parameter, that which is if it is empty, I'm just going to type null reports found. Alright, so boom. So if you see over here, like when I get I'm getting the entire data which belongs to agent Claire. So So yeah, so there is no need to advanced filtering. So just by applying just only the filter function, we are getting all of this data. But in here, like if you see over here, like no records found, when there is no filter is applied, no record found, message found, which is the last function that we have given. So I'm going to have this clear. And also, so if we select the month March, so let's see how it works. So we can apply multiple conditions. So when we are giving the, let me write from the scratch. So we can just give multiple conditions. So we need to filter this array, and from this array we need to first filter on the agent. So I'm going to open a bracket, and I'm going to select this array, and I'm going to give it to equal sign to this cell, which is the agent, and then close the bracket. And I'm getting the asterisk sign over here, so in order to give the multiple conditions. So we can give multiple conditions by giving the asterisk functions. So, and also I'm opening the bracket, and I'm also want to filter on month as well, so that I'm going to select the month, and the month I'm going to hit equal button, equal sign, and I'm going to apply like this. So this is moves. So then I'm going to no record found if there is no records. So boom, if you see over here, like now I'm getting only the data that which falls in month of March and the agent layer. Cool. So if you want guys to get the sum of the profit or something, so let's say for example I'm going to get the sum of the clear. This is the range that I want to apply, and the criteria is clear, and the sum range is here on the profit. So if we select, so we get the sum as well. So this is how the filter function works. Alright guys, let's move on to the XLOOKUP functions. So first of all, like I also get some sample datasets, and also I just applied some data validation drop-down list over here out of this sales agent dataset. So first of all, I need to explain the VLOOKUP functions first before we get to the XLOOKUP function. So in the VLOOKUP function, first we need to give the lookup value, the value we are searching for, and the table array, which is the array that contains this lookup value. It should be the first column that this the lookup value contains. So this is the first column that the lookup value contains on the array. So and the entire table we can select. And in here VLOOKUP we have the column index number, the column that we need to get. So in this case, like the revenue, so we can get the column number 2, index number 2, starting from the sales agent column. Alright, exactly is false, the range lookup, because we need the exact range. Alright, so it works when the revenue, when it comes to revenue. So let's suppose we need to get the team. So if we select the lookup value, so we should start the array, the table array, which contains the first column should contains the lookup value this we are searching for. So in this case we cannot, so the VLOOKUP, there's the team column, either we have to copy on here. So if we need to get the team details, we need to get the team detail here and apply the VLOOKUP function like this. So because the VLOOKUP function always works on the right, so it doesn't work on the left. So that's why we need to do it like this. So we can just simply add 1, 2, 3, 4. Column index is 4 and then exactly. So that works. But the XLOOKUP function plays a major role on here. So if we apply XLOOKUP function, in here we have to set the lookup value same as the VLOOKUP array. And the lookup array we need to select only the array that containing the lookup value we are searching for. So in this case the sales agent, and the return array that we are looking for. So in this case the team, so I'm selecting the team array on here. So in this case we are getting the team details out of the array. So the if not found, we can simply say no details found. So in the VLOOKUP we don't have this feature. So, and there's another parameter, exact match show, wildcard match show, and 4 parameters there. We need to have the exact match. And the search mode, we can just simply ignore that part, and close bracket and enter. So boom now. So in this way we can do the same for the profit as well. XLOOKUP, select the agent name, look up array sales agent detail, and the return array profit detail. If not found, now data found, match mode, set match, close bracket. Boom. This is how the XLOOKUP function works. Alright guys, let's move on to the RANDARRAY function. So this is also a very useful function if you guys really want to have the sample datasets for the numbers. This is how the function works, and in this example also I'm getting some sample data over here, and the sales agent, revenue and profit. The revenue and profit numbers are the that I'm going to populate automatically from the random array functions. So let's see how the RANDARRAY function works. So just simply type equal and get the RANDARRAY functions. So in here we have 5 parameters to be given in this function. So number one is rows, and the second is columns, and the min max value, which the number should be bound between the random number, and the last parameter whether the number should be integer or the decimal where the function should be generated. So in this case I want to have the number of rows which this function should populate. In this case the dataset that currently I have available in the sales agent dataset, this is the number of rows that I need to have. I'm simply applying the count all function to get the number of rows that I need to populate the RANDARRAY function. So, and the number of columns, in this case I have revenue and profit, so I'm going to type 2 columns need to be populated on these random array functions. And the next parameter is the minimum value, which random array should not go below that. So I'm going to type 100, which should be my minimum value in the random number range, and the maximum value which should not go beyond that number. So I'm going to type 2000 in this case. So in this case I'm going to have the last parameter. In this case I'm going to have decimal numbers, so that I'm going to type false. Boom. So guys, if you guys can see that this is the RANDARRAY function, how it works. And thank you very much for watching my video guys. So like and subscribe to my channel for further more videos.